You can make a money jar, you can make a wish fulfillment jar, you can make a love jar, you could make a fame jar, you can make any type of spell jar that you want, a healing jar. So this one is, like I said, going to be a wish fulfillment. Hi everybody, it is Ophelia the Witch. So, welcome into my channel. You are here because of this spell jar. Spell jars are very, 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 very powerful. They are very effective and they work very fast. I personally noticed. I just made a spell jar not that long ago. This is it. And this one I made when I was not feeling good. I was feeling sick and I really wanted to heal myself. So this is a healing spell jar. And basically I took all of the sickness that was in me and I really channeled it into this bottle and let it capture all of it. And the next day I woke up and I felt a lot better. I won't say I woke up feeling I was healed, but like I was a lot better, and I truly believe it was because of this spell jar that I did. It really is just such a little confined space, and it is capturing all of the energy and putting it into it, which there is herbs that I'm going to be using. So herbs amplify energy a ton. If you guys drink tea when you're sick or tea before sleep, you know, there's a lot of different types of tea, and tea is a really, really healing source that you guys could use. And tea is herbs. There's herbs inside of tea, and we're going to be putting herbs inside of here. You don't only have to drink tea to heal yourself when you're sick. It also can be used for other things like this. So we're not going to be making a tea, but we're going to be making a spell jar. So I chose to do this one. It is a star. So this is going to be a wish fulfillment spell jar of mine. You can get jars from all over the place. I got like this jar is a jam jar. So you guys could get your jars from all over the place. This was like a tea that I drank. And then, or you could go to the dollar store. There's lots of jars there. There's some jars at Michael's. There's some jars at Joann Fabrics, even Salvation Army. So there's jars all over the place. I got this one from Michael's. But what you're going to do after this spell is done, you're going to keep it by you. That's all you need to do. Keep it by your bed, keep it by your altar, or by your mirror, or in your car, or in your purse, wherever you feel like you're going to be next to it a lot of the time. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do with your spell jars, you're going to want to cleanse the spell jar. You're going to want to use an incense of some sort. And use the smoke to cleanse the jar. And then you're going to want to use salt to cleanse the jar as well. So salt is always the base for me. I always put salt in first. It's a really good start, and also it's a really good healing, cleansing, protection. Salt is used all the time in all different types of spells. I'm going to pull out my herbs. Not everybody has a huge herb collection, but if you do, yay. And if you don't, you might have some herbs in your kitchen, or you might have some herbs at your dollar store that you could go to, herbs laying around. So I'm going to use my herbs that I feel called to use. A wish fulfillment, for me, I feel cloves heavily. I freaking love cloves. Attraction, money, courage, success. And I feel they're for love too, but our number one is going to be cloves. Bay leaves. You guys need bay leaves. This is the number one herb that I always tell people to get, and I love bay leaves. They're really good for prosperity, protection, luck, wishes, abundance, everything. So this is going to be a lucky wish fulfillment. So put that in there. I'm going to put 3 bay leaves in it. bay leaves. This is called like a heather flower, but I'm gonna use these heather flowers. It says they're for rain-making luck. I actually got these ones from just a witchy shop I went to. So sometimes even at metaphysical shops they'll have herbs there, which I do get a lot of my herbs there because they have extra herbs for other things as well. Rosemary for like every type of spell. If you're going to use any ingredients, I would definitely use rosemary. You can use it for just about anything. Spearmint, a pretty lucky one, I feel. Good for abundance. Ooh, and then if you were to do a love spell, you could use rosebuds. This isn't a love spell, but I'm gonna put a few in there. I also have hibiscus, but I also have this wormwood, which is good for protection and psychic and animal communication. Copal, which I know they're all backwards, but for protection, purification, and prosperity. So I am going to use some of this. My charmy stuff, so I'm gonna put it around here. So if you have any crystals or anything like mini crystals, like I have these little mini opal beads from a bracelet that broke, but I don't feel opal is really for the spell that I'm doing. But if you have something like that, you could just put it inside of here. You're going to want to take your paper, rip the pages towards you, because you're bringing in the spell. Turn it towards you. So you're gonna take your little spell paper after, which mine looks funky. I'm going to write exactly what I want it to be for. If you're doing like a love spell, use like a red or pink marker pen or something permanent. Or you guys can use black or blue for anything. If it's like communication, use blue. If it's luck or money, use green. If it's healing, you could use whatever, but yeah. So you're gonna want to write exactly what this spell jar is bringing you, and it's gonna be long. Like, go into detail, write about how it's gonna make you feel. While you're doing this, you can also call on your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, god, goddesses, universe, or if you work with any deities, fae, or any specific gods, goddesses, you can call on them to help with this. You can also write their name down on the spell. And then at the end of the paper, you're going to sign your first and your last name. You're going to write your birthday. Read it out loud. Feel it, okay? Flip the pages towards you. Like, go like this. Towards you 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stick it in the jar. But let me do it with my real one because I'm doing a real one too. Alright, so I'm putting it in here. This is where you can add some essential oils if you have any. Peppermint. So I'm going to add some peppermint. Cedarwood. Sage essential oil. And if you guys have moon water, add your moon water. If you don't, you could just add some normal water. Or if you have some Florida water, I'm gonna add some Florida water. Oh gosh. If it's like a healing one, I would use water. Or if it's a love one, I would fill it up with water, kind of like this one. because that's a really good element when it comes to healing or love. Now we're going to seal our jar. So if you're doing a love jar, I would use a pink candle if you're doing a love jar, or a red one. If you're doing a healing jar, I would use a white one, kind of like this one. If you're doing a calming one, I would use a blue. Lucky one or money one, I would use a green. Basically, we're about to just seal it. Seal the deal. Ooh, and I have this crystal. Actually, I'm gonna put it on top of it. This is also a lucky one, so I might use a coin or like a penny that I have. Ooh, no, I'm gonna put the pennies inside of it. Guys, I will never forget the time I found a penny on the ground when I was like really little. Like, it was my first time ever finding a penny on the ground. And then as soon as I found it on the ground, I picked it up and a bird pooped on my head. And I know that might sound weird, but it's actually like, if you've ever been pooped on by a bird, it's like a sign that you're lucky. A type of candle that's good for this is a wax sealing candle, these kind. And we're just sealing the edges shut. We're sealing it and we're shutting it and we're blessing it. It's so cute! Come on, guys. This is the cutest spell jar ever. So now I have my little lucky spell jar, a wish fulfillment of mine. And what I'm going to do with this spell jar is I'm going to set it on my windowsill, and then after about a week or so, I'm going to go put it by my other spell jars. And then after you feel like it's done its purpose, you can either toss it, or you can bury it, or you can just keep it. You can really do whatever you want with it. You can like reuse the jar if you want. You could do whatever with it. I like to keep mine. I always notice I usually keep mine until I'm like moving or something, and then I'll like throw it away. But that's just me. You can really do whatever you want with yours. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. If you guys stayed this far, comment down what spell jar you want to do. For example, you could say love spell jar, or money spell jar, lucky spell jar, so I know who my real OGs are. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can see more content from me, more witchy content. I have my other social medias too if you want to follow me on there. I go live on TikTok as well if you ever want to see me on there. I do spells for everybody. You can also book a tarot reading with me. Love you all, and I will talk to you all very soon. It's so cute.